Hello, and welcome to the Jeff Fishing Vlog. Today, it's my pleasure to introduce the Newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Jesse Wilson.
I'm glad to be here today. You know, it's funny how life turns out. I've known Jeff and Jesse since I was about 9. They were a huge part. Their whole family was a huge part of my childhood, and some of my best memories are with them. I'm just glad I could finally be a part of the family now.
And I'm glad you guys invited me along. Jesse, when Debbie and I got married, me and Jesse know how to pick them. I'm going to tell you real fast. When Debbie and I got married, we took our honeymoon trip on Lake Michigan, and we done like a salmon fishing tour. Of course, me being who I am, we had to take it in April, and it was 46 and raining on Lake Michigan. But we caught them fast, didn't we, Jess?
Yep, we did.
It was 31 salmon in less than an hour from the time we left the dock to the time we got back to the dock.
So I guess it was pretty cool that you guys got to come with us this time too, huh?
Yes, and I appreciate it very much. This is a unique situation, one that I always enjoy. Today we're at Lake Shafer, so it may be a little noisy, as you can see in the background. It's Indiana Beach. Yeah, Indiana Beach, right?
Yeah.
Out here on Lake Shafer, and normally when I come to a new lake like this, I'm gonna look at a map, I'm gonna try and figure out, you know, where my docks are at, if I'm gonna bank fish, where I'm gonna bank fish, if I'm gonna boat fish, what areas I'm gonna hit. Well, they rented a cabin and of course invited Deb and I along. So it's taken all of that out of the equation. So now what we have to do is catch the fish that are right here. So whether we catch them or not, we'll see.
Yeah.
But we're gonna give it a shot.
And we're gonna try.
And give it all. Yeah. So we had a little bit of adversity. Our rods got broke. Every one of our rod tips got broke. Some was only, you know, for
one eye.
Yeah, some was not very much.
Yeah.
Some was more than that. And we intended on going and doing a little bass fishing that day. So we changed our plans and we decided to just bluegill fish. And we was catching some bluegill, right? Using a small wire hook, red worms. I don't even think we were bobber fishing, right? We were just pitching it out.
Yeah, I was just using a hook and a worm, and that's it. Just let them free fall.
Let it free fall. We like the free fall.
Just let it fall in.
So we're just catching bluegill. We're enjoying ourselves. Me, you, and a friend of ours. And then Jesse, you want to take it from there?
Well, we caught some bluegill, and we're by a bunch of lily pads, and I saw some bubbles coming up, and I decided to just flick my worm over there, and about 2 seconds later, after I hit the bottom, my line started taking off. I go set the hook, and for having one eye and that little bit of pole, that pole about double over.
Well, you had more than one eye. It was broke probably to like right here.
Well, I remember it was like right there.
Well, our memories are obviously, it's a natural occurrence.
It's a fishing story, you know. Maybe it might have changed.
I do remember that pole being doubled over.
Yeah.
It was definitely doubled over. No doubt about that.
How stiff it was for not having that much pull.
So at the time, I'm in the back controlling the trolling motor, and my buddy, who is a little taller than I am, but about my size, so a big old boy,
yeah,
to be in one of them little boats,
all scrambling around.
So as Jesse's bringing it and it surfaces and it does that big roll, I'm like, move, Nate.
That thing was big.
And Nate about accused me of tossing him out of the boat. But no way, no, Nate, no fault of his own. I know Nate didn't fish very much, and I'm not going to trust, like, if I can help it, I'm not going to trust his fish of a lifetime to getting it landed to somebody who's inexperienced.
After the fact, Jeff told me he was going to jump into the water with it to make sure that it got landed.
I believe what I said is if you got it up close enough, and I didn't think I'd could get a hold of it by the gills, I was going to reach down his mouth and grab it by the guts.
Yeah,
there we go.
I think that's what you said.
Little biter. Telling stories. That is, and it was huge.
Yeah, fought with that thing for about 5 minutes, and then it went under the boat once and managed to get the pole around before the hook came loose, and then it came back around again, and that's when I lost it. It just went under the boat, and there was nothing to do to control it.
Oh yeah, you didn't have a heavy rod to start with. We were fishing with stuff like that.
Plus, I think that little gold hook was a little bent too.
Yeah,
that might have something to do with it.
Still a fun fight.
Yeah, it was.
And for me, those experiences are honestly what has drove me to be so passionate about fishing. It's not the fish that I've caught; it's the fish that I've lost. So Melissa, now that you're part of the fishing family, I just got to know one thing for sure. This is the true test, whether you're part of the family or not.
And what's that, Jeff?
When's the best time to fish?
Anytime.